Welcome to Who Are the Saints?, where we explore the lives of holy men and women who show us what it truly means to follow Christ. Today, we meet a woman who crossed oceans, built schools and hospitals, and brought hope to thousands. This is Saint Frances Xavier Cabrini. Frances Xavier Cabrini was born in Italy in 1850. From a young age, she dreamed of becoming a missionary in China. She had a deep love for God and a tender heart for those in need. But her journey didn't go as she planned. When she applied to enter a religious order, she was refused, told she was too small, too sickly, too weak for missionary life. Instead of giving up, Frances turned to God's providence. She began teaching and caring for orphans, eventually founding the Missionary Sisters of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Her mission was simple: to share Christ's love through acts of mercy and service. Frances longed to travel east to China, but Pope Leo XIII had other plans. He told her, not to the east, but to the west. So, in 1889, Frances and 6 sisters sailed across the Atlantic to the United States. When she arrived in New York City, nothing was ready. The orphanage she was promised didn't exist. The Archbishop even suggested she return to Italy, but Mother Cabrini was undeterred. She said no, and instead trusted that if God had sent her, He would make a way. And He did. In just 35 years, Mother Cabrini founded 67 schools, hospitals, and orphanages across the United States and beyond, all dedicated to caring for the poor, the sick, the uneducated, and the forgotten. She worked especially among Italian immigrants who were struggling to keep their faith alive in a new and unfamiliar land. And here's something remarkable. Frances was terrified of water. She couldn't even cross a small stream without fear. Yet, out of love for Christ, she crossed the ocean more than 30 times. Her courage came not from herself, but from her trust in God. Mother Cabrini died in 1917 at one of her own hospitals in Chicago. In 1946, she became the first United States citizen ever to be canonized a saint. Her life reminds us that God can do extraordinary things through hearts that trust Him completely. Even when we feel small, weak, or afraid, His strength is enough. Saint Frances Xavier Cabrini, pray for us. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode of Who Are the Saints? Because the saints aren't just heroes from the past, they're reminders of what holiness looks like today.